Welcome back, whoops, to the Harper Homestead. I'm Debbie, and we're going to get ready for baby chicks today. Finally up from bed, had a little cold. Put you down for a minute. David's been working his butt off. We've had record amount of snow. It's been out of control. I've never seen this much snow, and it's still snowing. All my snow's melting. I have this pad, but we had so much snow, it's overflowing the pad and getting all over my garage. But let's talk chickens. I'm very comfortable with chickens now. Say if you are just starting off with chickens, you can use like a tote, a normal storage tote. That's what I started with in the beginning. I actually had my chickens in the house. When I first started, I had like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 6 chickens. And I just had, what did we use it for? Like the wood shavings. I'm not a fan of the wood shavings. They do smell the best, but I like the chopped straw the best. A lot of the chickens and the turkeys would eat those wood shavings, and it would get lodged in their system and clog them up, and some of them would die. So I stopped using the wood shavings because I did notice that. And then you need a light. So let me show you a light. The lights come like this. They have clear bulbs and red bulbs. I use the red bulbs, but they both produce heat. And they come with this clamp that you just clamp on the side of the tote, and that's your light. Super simple. I'll show you some water and some food ideas, but my husband built these because we do hundreds of chickens a year now because we do our meat birds. So we wanted something a little bit easier to clean when you have a lot of chickens. This first batch that I'm getting is only 25 chickens. We've done up to 100 each batch. But he built these, which is perfect, and he built them the same size as a large dog crate. So you can get these large trays that go in dog crates, replacement trays. And so this is what we use, which goes underneath. There's a cutout, and it just slides underneath, so you can easily pull it out to clean the food, or clean the tray out and change out the bedding. So that's what he made, and it has a lid to go on the top, and it also has a PVC pipe, and there's just nails or screws at the top. And this is what's going to hold my light. See, there's just a screw, and it flexes a little bit, and then I hook my light here and it just hangs down. In the beginning, I'll put you back over here. In the beginning, I always do 2 lights in February because our February is very cold here. We live in Montana, and we got crazy snow this year. So I usually just hook 2 lights. Where's my other one? This one. I just put them in the middle. Let me get my surge protector because I'm going to do 2 boxes this time. I have 4, but I'm going to do 2 boxes for the 25 and split them up. And then we'll talk food and water. So let me get my surge protector. That set up. I have more lights. I'll get those. Like I said, I like the top straw. It's like $10 or something. And one bag will last you until they need to go outside. So it lasts so long. So there's a few different waterers. You can do this waterer. You just buy this. Has holes where the water comes out. This is just a mason jar. You fill it up with water. You screw it on, and then the water comes out. This is probably good for like maybe 2 to 6 chickens, I would say. We're getting 26. This is my favorite water. And I need to go get more because this top part broke. So I have a base, but I don't have a top. Another one for the other brooder. I'll go look at my big chicken coop. See if it's in there. You don't have to put the feet on. As they get bigger, you would want to put the feet on because then it keeps it up from all the straw getting inside. But when they're little, this would be way too tall for a baby chicken. It's going to be like this. Almost took you out. Oregano tea, just steep some oregano, and that's good for their immune system. So you can do both of those. I usually do water with apple cider vinegar, and then also a small one of these of oregano, and see which one they go for. Sometimes they go for just the oregano. Sometimes they just drink both of them. So they'll know what they need. Keep stopping. There is this plastic one, and I'll use this for now since it's not broken, but they break really easily and they leak, and it's really hard to get this on their balance and the flow right, in my experience. I'm not a fan, but I'm not really sure why it keeps stopping. But so I'll put these two in the other one for now. And I'll go get another big one. For the food, I always use, you use an organic chick starter. So I use the Nature Smart organic starter. It's this blue bag. This seems to be my favorite. I've had all sorts of different ones. If you can get a local one, like sometimes our local one carries I think it's called Eden, that they make here. But the big part of this is the protein. So usually for the chick starter, there's 20% protein in the food. So you make sure you get that. I just like the organic non-GMO one. And then also you need, the rocks, the grit. It's called grit. So if you have on your property like dirt and really, really small rocks, you can put that in a little tray like this, and they will eat that. That will help them with their digestive system. They actually use that to process the food and flush it out. They need rocks. That's why they peck on the ground. Where's my grit? If you don't have that, then you can buy it. It just says chick grit. And they're little rocks that you put in a bowl in addition to their food, and they need that to flush out their system. Also, I love this book. I brought it out to show you, but it's by Lisa Steele. And the reason why I found her is because I live in Montana, and she lives in Maine. So I just wanted something that had harsh weather. is really what the big deal was for me. Because a lot of things you'll see, this is the grit. See, it's just rocks. And I just put that in there in a little tray. You know, the weather makes a big difference in how well your chickens do, and you can have hardy chickens for the weather and things like that. But what I liked about her not only was the weather, is all the natural stuff she does. So the apple cider vinegar I learned from her, the oregano tea, also sprinkling like cornmeal on their foods. When you give them food, sprinkle cornmeal on there. And that helps with what they call pasty butt. And when we get the chickens, if they have any, maybe I'll show another video of what that is. But it's just basically an accumulation of their poo on their butt, and it's not runny enough to process out. So that cornmeal will help kind of prevent the pasty butt. All you got to do is clean it. You just got to get like a warm paper towel and clean their butt. And kind of get that poo off of their butt. So they're like little babies. I mean, that's not that gross to me, but they do get that if you don't put that cornmeal. It happens anyways, but that kind of helps prevent that as well, just sprinkling some cornmeal on their food. So I have another container for their food. This is another one you can get if you have just a small amount of chickens. It has little holes. You put the food in here and you screw it on and it fills it up. And then they can get their face in there and peck it and get their food. And that's usually good, you know, if you only have maybe like 6 chickens. Scratch that. I don't have to go to the store. Found all my stuff. So here's my other waterer. It's just red. Sometimes I put these cups as they get bigger just to get them higher. It just keeps them because they scratch on the ground all the time. And a lot of times their waterer will get full of straw and it clogs it up. This is what I was looking for. I use these. So these are little troughs that you fill up with the food and you close it, and it still has the holes for their head to go in. So we'll do that. And for the little chickens, you get the crumble. See, it's small as opposed to like big nuggets. The crumble for the chick starter is easier for them to get eat. There. That's really all they need. So I'll show you. Got one set up and I have one more to go. So they have, this will be their water with apple cider vinegar. This will be their oregano tea. There's their food, and I'll sprinkle cornmeal on there. And then there's their grit. And I'll put about 13 in here and 12 in that one, or 13 in there. I ordered 25. They usually give you 1 extra. And that's the coop. A little brooder, it's called. And that's my little chain and my hook. Just holds it up. There's the heat. It's kind of evenly just across. And it's ready to go. So we are ready for chickens. I saw that they made the label today, so I would say everyone should start with chickens. Chickens are fabulous. I haven't bought eggs in, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, and so I see that they're getting very expensive. So I'm assuming a lot of people are going to be ordering chickens again. So hopefully this was helpful in what you need to get. They're pretty simple and easy to raise. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll continue to share when I get one of my chickens come later this week. Thanks.